Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way or try to stop this. All black, zero dark, 30 when we lock in. Yeah, I hear them niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way or try to stop this. All black, zero dark, 30 when we lock in. I don't know what these niggas heard, boy, this my shit. Funeral home look like a gathering for the gothic. Outside of your crib like we held somebody hostage. Box shit, aiming at your noodle with a chopstick. She love me, but she say she hate the way I make her toxic. Double up on everything I do cause I'm a prophet. Picture me coming to you for help, boy, that's nonsense. It's just me and my niggas, everybody know we got this. Watch your tone, you bass, I got something make you high pitch. Thinking he got faith till he run into a scholar. You a goon, he a goblin, tell him I'm a monster. Niggas forget the goal, all I care about is honor. If I say I'm not 2 or not 3, use your logic. Handicap match, get some help and then combine. He think he big, treat his head just like an ostrich. So many hands and feet like he jumped inside a mosh pit. Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way or try to stop this. All black, zero dark, 30 when we lock in. Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way or try to stop this. All black, zero dark, 30 when we lock in. Take time in. Yeah, I hear them talking, let them chime in. Something like a butcher with that machine when I'm locked in. Do it the Conway, no SI, so go find him. Locked in, gunning for everybody in your top 10. Who would've knew? Keep it cooler, you niggas fool. Send them to Africa when that Mac 10 buck too. Doctor with a hammer, I get surgical with a 2. If it's up, then it's stuck, and I'm feeling real vertical. Strap on this little Uzi, make you do a shoulder move. You do it for the clout, and we still won't even notice you. Been waiting for a long time, well, it's time to show and prove. That's why my circle tight, we ain't got shoulder room. Street sweep his whole block, clean it up, no more cold. Thought he seen a witch, it was quick, he just know the roam. Jumped in the water with the sharks, I had open wound. With a half moon, make it dark, I'll just wait till noon. Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way or try to stop this. All black, zero dark, 30 when we lock in. Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way or try to stop this. All black, zero dark, 30 when we lock in.
You might be asking yourself, can you actually create high-quality live streams for...
See, when I say top 3, I mean I'm one West. Either you get it or you don't. Simple as that. I'ma show y'all why. Let's get it. I just float with it. Fuck what you did, I'm at your throat with it. You can learn something, take a note with it. Dedicated my life, I took an oath with it. For the blood of my brothers, we don't do no switching. I run with who I run with, ain't no clicking. Try me, then you done with no decision. Lead a scene like a Mack truck with 4 collisions. Poles everywhere, but they ain't gon' vote dissing. Coming at you live and direct, I don't do no dissing. Don't try this is practice, but it's my risk. I can freeze time, look at my wrist. Bloodline and Lion of Judah, I'm hybrid, cause I'm the go-to. Trying to reign forever, man, who chose you? Niggas thinking that they high, I say I'm cold too. Never go against the cold or it's cold blue. That's my vibe with it. I got 10% of your memory. Pay ties with it. Keep a piece of your apple so I don't FaceTime with it. If we fall out, I don't burn bridges, I bomb bridges. Can't deny the truth for greatness. Fall in line with it. Can't beat us, join us. When West where you find niggas. Rap what I rap about. Don't confuse my squad, nigga. The difference is we know you hope that God with you. The fruits of my labor with a banana clip. My mind different. You would think that Bitcoin fell the way these stockpiling. Green beans with supersonic rays. I am not island. Be a high head, get a heat seeker, so stop wildin'. Big dog to you little pups, so stop growling. I'm my only competition, there is no challenge. I do this in my sleep, man, I am not lying. Different breed, pick a choose, I can switch the leads. Ain't no up in the score, cause we ain't switching leads. Watch who you call your dog or you be picking fleas. Or get a drum roll like a 2-piece and a biscuit, please. You ain't got enough stripes just to sit with me. On top of the food chain, you can't get with me. COVID to the comic cold, you ain't as sick as me. Moses to your wave, got a stab that can split your seed. I make everything high. I took a bar off, all I did was breathe. Championship games, I treat them as practice. Look at niggas' career high like, yeah, that's what I average. I do this with my eyes closed and walking backwards. See, I call them trophies, but you know them as caskets. Everybody energy change up when it's static. T.I. with the fittest, too many ways niggas cap it. We taking new soldiers every day, put your app in. Taking new soldiers every day, put your app in. Okay, that's enough, man. That's enough, man. We done.
All right, Shalom, Israel. Shalom, Yahweh, Shem Yahshua, Bragathum to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh, Shema, Adab, Shem Yahshua to the sisters. All right. It's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, start out 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, on the Commanding Journey of Hana. Since 1969, we've been doing the Lord's work. We're doing the Lord's work, revealing the truth to our people about their true identity, letting them know that they need to separate themselves from their oppressor and that they are true, in fact, in captivity. And the only way we get out this oppression that we are in right now is to return back to the laws of the Most High God. You understand? We need to go ahead and remember what we was. We need to go ahead and remember who we were before, so we could know what we have to do right now. You understand? In Romans 15, in verse 4, it says, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope." And that's the problem right now today. As a nation of people, we don't have hope. We keep trying to figure things out by ourselves. Salaki. Keep trying to figure things out and giving up. We lose a lot of hope because our way is just not working. A long time ago, our forefathers chose to do things their own way. You understand? But we have a God. The black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, we have a God. And we are one nation of people. We descend from the 12 tribes of Israel, God's chosen people. You understand? We are a special people. Now, why is God special people? Right? Why is God special and chosen people in the condition that we are in today? You understand? We are at the bottom right now. You understand? We don't have any hope as a nation of people. You know, we rely on another nation of people to help us with our problems, to give us solutions. But in all reality, that these other people don't have good intentions for us. You understand? They're teaching us to go against each other. And we've taught ourselves and we continue to teach ourselves to go against each other. You understand? We are influencing gang life, which is another tool of separation. You understand? We are teaching each other to be homosexuals, which is another tool of destroying a black man and a black woman. Why? Because we can't birth babies no more when you choose that type of lifestyle. You understand? Anything that comes from that type of lifestyle is an abomination. It's disgusting. You understand? A whole bunch of diseases come from that lifestyle. And even if you choose the street life, a lot of death in prison comes from that lifestyle. A lot of miserable and self-trauma comes from that lifestyle. You put yourself through a lot of heartache when you go and choose different ways. Slocky, yo. You put yourself through a lot of trauma when you choose other ways other than the Most High God. You need to come back to the will of God, man. That's what's going to get us out this oppression. We need to stop thinking that we got our lives together without the Lord. You ain't got nothing without the Lord. You understand? You swear you love Christ. You swear you love the Most High God, but you continue to do whatever you want to do. In the ISUPK, we took an oath, man. We took an oath to go out and teach our people every Friday, every Saturday, to let our people know that the Lord is angry with us right now because we choose to not love and serve and obey Him. We choose to obey the gods of our oppressors. And that's a curse on us as a nation of people. We destroy ourselves as a nation of people because we are a nation that's void of counsel. You understand? We're going to the wrong people seeking help. And that's who we do. That's what we do. We go to our oppressors to seek help. And there's nothing wrong with relying on your people. You know, we hate each other right now, and that's a curse on us right now as a nation. We hate each other. We don't seek help from one another. Why? Because we're not trying to seek help from a poor individual. We want to seek help from a rich individual. We praise the rich ones, and the rich ones in this kingdom of America is our oppressor. So we go ahead and continue to vote. We continue to go ahead and just do the customs of their democracy lifestyle. And as you see, we continue to go down this slope, this steep slope towards the bottom, man. And we are continuing to destroy ourselves by not accepting this truth. The ISUPK is the home of the truth under Commander Jenny and Hana. Since 1969, we've been out here telling our people that you need to go ahead and put down, throw away your old life. Throw away your old life and come into class. You know, we have the solutions to all your problems that you're going through in the world. Why? Because they are in this Bible, the King James Version, the 1611 Holy Bible. You understand? We don't deal with no other Bible. This is the closest to the truth right here. You understand? All right. It says Romans chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, right? That we through patience and comfort, that we through patience and comfort, Salakia, of the scriptures might have hope. You understand? These scriptures is telling us our history. These scriptures has our records of our forefathers, the morals that they kept, the laws that they kept, the traditions, the high holy days of the Most High. These records of us winning the wars, you understand, and seeing how people were walking, people were walking in bad situations in their lives, and seeing how them believing in the Most High's way, just seeing their testimony. This is all documented in the Bible, man. And the Bible is written by blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people. You understand? So what you need to do is get your wisdom and understanding. You understand? The reason why we are destroyed is because we have a lack of understanding. We have a lack of wisdom. We have a lack of knowledge. All right. And that's why we don't know how to handle death. We don't know how to handle relationship problems. You understand? The order of the Most High, the ordinances of the Most High is what's going to help us as a nation of people. So get your wisdom and understanding in the ISUPK. You understand? So you can have peace and a peace of life, a sound mind. You understand? You're more focused on just serving the Lord and being a righteous man or a righteous woman, helping brothers and sisters around you instead of just, waking up and feeling like less about yourself or depressed because you ain't making it. You understand? When you come into this truth, you're not worried about, the money that you're making. Of course you got to get the money, but you really, the ones that are really zealous about the Lord, they go wholeheartedly towards the Lord. You understand? And they're content with that. You understand? Being in, you got more comfort with these scriptures. You understand? To have the wisdom and understanding of the Most High, it brings a lot of comfort to your life. You understand? You don't care about the worldly things. You begin not to love the attention of the world. Why? Because you are dialed in to this truth. You understand? You're trying to stay focused in your life. Put that old you behind. Walking in the truth, you're going to miss that old person. You're going to miss that old liberty because walking in this truth, it brings in a lot of discipline. And discipline is a very, is how to put it. Discipline is a good attribute to have, which, the normal citizen in America doesn't have discipline. You understand? This is a lawless society. But being in this truth, you're gonna get good virtue. That's the word I was looking. Discipline is a good virtue to have. You understand? It's good on your reputation. People want a person around more that's more disciplined. More has been had knowledge. You understand? That's what the Lord, wants us to be. You understand? Shalaka for me being long-winded. But that's what we're gonna be going in. That's what we're gonna be going into today, get this wisdom and understanding. All right. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. Right? It says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. So this is just another precept letting you know that this is what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be getting wisdom, and we're supposed to be getting understanding. All right? We're supposed to be knowing the good judgment of things, the common sense, the logical way of thinking, and learning not how to go ahead and make impulsive decisions from our emotions. Being in the truth, you learn how to control your emotions. You understand? You learn how to act off your emotions in the proper way. You understand? You know how to do the things that you're supposed to be doing. You understand? So get your wisdom and get with all that getting, get understanding, man. And it says, exalt her, and she shall promote thee. She shall bring thee to honor when thou doest embrace her. So when you get this wisdom, you're going to be exalted, man. A lot of people are going to look up to you. They're going to seek advice from you. They're going to even feel more comfortable around you. You understand? They're going to choose you before they even think about voting for, the Republicans or the Democrats, because you seem to have the understanding of the Most High. You understand? Get this wisdom. All right? Get this wisdom and get that honor, man. It's honor having knowledge, man. Like being an individual that's just, that don't care about schoolwork, that don't care about, studying and everything. That type of lifestyle is played out, is old. You understand? And brothers need to step away from that type of ego. You understand? You only destroying yourself by being a person that's ignorant or stubborn to knowledge. All right, you're only destroying yourself. You need to walk in the ways of the Lord, man. You need to come out the evil doings of this world, this society. And one thing that they don't want you to do is study. They don't want you to read. You understand? Get this truth, man. So, when you get in this truth, you really got to examine and really question yourself. Like, how have you been thinking lately? You know what I mean? Like, if you've been thinking uh very negative, like if you've been meditating on the negative things instead of the positive things, you need to seek counsel from the brothers in the ISUPK. You understand? Don't go through your problems alone. You keep on going through your problems alone in the world, and you will just be living a miserable life. You may fall into depression. You may just fall into depression, a deep hole that you might not be able to get yourself out of. You understand? And that's where people result into the decision to commit suicide, which is a selfish thing to do. It's a selfish thing for you not to go ahead and ask for help. You understand? It's a selfish thing to take your life because it's somebody else that loves you. You understand? And the brothers in the ISUBK, the sisters also, we love our people. We love our brothers and our sisters. Come into the ISUBK so we can help you with your problems. We have the solutions. The Lord gave us our solutions all in this Bible, man. You understand? When Christ came here, he gave us the answers. You understand? And he died for our sins so we can have a grace period to get our lives together, man. You understand? To turn around all these wicked doings, to clean our mindset. You know what I mean? We got to clean the way we thinking. We think too negative. This society is teaching us to just think too negative. We hate one another for no reason. For no reason we hate one another. Why? It's because what somebody else did to us in the past, or because our father figure wasn't there. You understand? We hate each other. Why? Because that man left you, or he left you with a kid, or he got locked up and now you taking care of the kids alone. You understand? We hate each other for it, and we take it out on each other. We hurt people, and that's what it is. We take it out on each other. We kill each other, and we just do each other dirty, man. But that's a curse that's on us as a nation of people because we don't even know how to deal with one another. And it's all in our records, man. You don't think that we've been doing this thing, these things before? Like, there's nothing new under the sun. You understand? We the same people, man. We are God's chosen people. You understand? Let me get So let's go. Let's get right into the topic. We need to start meditating on better things in our lives, man. And doing that, how about we learn about the Lord? How about we learn His wisdom? Let's come back to His laws. Let's come back to our culture, right? We over here celebrating another man's culture, another nation's culture. We don't even know why we celebrate Thanksgiving. And the excuse everybody says, oh, it brings the family together. But it brings the cousins that don't even love you together. They just want to eat the food and bounce. They want to smoke the weed in the car, come in on Thanksgiving dinner, eat the food, give that fake love, and bounce. That's your Thanksgiving and your Christmas or whatever the holiday in the world that you celebrate. You understand? That's not real love, man. Real love is keeping these commandments. All right. It's Ecclesiasticus chapter 14, verse 20. All right. Ecclesiasticus chapter 14, verse 20. It says, blessed is the man that doeth meditate good things in wisdom, and that reasoneth of holy things by his understanding. We're going to read it again. It says, blessed is the man that doth meditate good things in wisdom, and that reasoneth of holy things by his understanding. So what does that mean by, first of all, what is wisdom? Wisdom is good judgment. You understand? So you're meditating good things and good wisdom. Wisdom is your knowledge. You understand? And then reasoning. What does he mean by reasoning of the holy things by his understanding? What does reasoning mean? Right? The action of thinking about something in a logical or sensible way. That's what reasoning means. So, and this is something that our people do not do. We are we don't reason with our problems in the world. We're not looking at it in a logical way. In a logical way. All right. But here in the ISUPK, we're here to teach you on how to logically look at and respond to something in the world. All right. A lot of brothers in the world, they respond with shooting somebody. They respond with fighting somebody. There's a logical way of going about it, man. It's a sensible way, meaning you could step back from a lot of situations. The mature thing to do is to step back from a lot of childish situations. You understand? And separate yourself from a lot of childish people. That's the logical way of doing anything in life, to separate from childish people. You want to be around childish people, a lot of childish activity is going to go around. People that play too much. You understand? You might end up in a scuffle. No, you come into the ISUPK, we're going to show you true brotherhood, man. We don't play around in here. You understand? This is a serious brotherhood. Yeah, we go. We have a drinker here. We go to the park. Go to the clubs or whatever. Yeah, cool. But this is a brotherhood with protocol and there's order in here. You understand? It's some disciplined brotherhood and a sisterhood. You understand? And we go about things in a logical way. If I have a problem with a brother, we go and get counsel. You understand? If a sister has a problem with a sister, she goes and gets counsel. But we don't fight in here. You understand? We're not shooting each other in here. You come into this brotherhood, you're gonna see so-called Negroes, you're gonna see so-called Hispanics, Latin Brazilians, all of them. You're gonna see all of our Hispanic brothers. You're gonna see indigenous people. You're gonna see them in one building together. Now, me coming into the truth in the beginning, I never thought I'd ever see that. I never thought I'd ever see that. All of our brothers and sisters gathered together and no fighting, no shooting. And we sipping a little bit of wine. Nobody getting drunk and going, causing problems and arguments and everything. Man, we all together and take care of one another. We all paying our tithes to take care of one another. And that's what it's all about. That's what the Lord is trying to teach us to do. The Lord is trying to have us gather together because we know, because he knows that we are a nation that's not desired. And we need to gather together. And that's the only way we can get out this oppression. Brotherhood and sisterhood, man. You understand? It says, blessed is the man that doth meditate good things in wisdom, and and reasoneth of holy things by his understanding, man. So you got to come and get some wisdom and understanding. You got to learn how to go ahead and live in this society, right? Let's go to another precept. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 and verse 37. Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 and verse 37. All right. It says, let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord, and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thine heart and give thee wisdom at thine own desire. All right, let's break it down. It says, let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord, and meditate continually in his commandments. And this is something that the Christian church will astray you away from. You see how he says, let thy mind be upon the ordinances, meaning the decrees of the Lord, the order of the Lord. You understand? The laws of the Lord, how he wants you to, the moral laws, how he wants you to treat each other. Let your ordinances, your mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord, and meditate continually in his commandments. You should not be thinking about breaking the commandments. Train yourself to continually to meditate on a good wisdom and knowledge. You understand? To keep these laws. You don't want to break the laws of the Most High God on the ordinance of the Lord. You're not meditating on, dang man, I want to go ahead and have that Thanksgiving dinner. Why? Because you know that the tradition of that dinner, it came from the slaughter of your people. You understand? You don't want to go and celebrate, any holiday or your birthdays or any pagan holiday. Why? Because it's not the decree of the Lord. You understand? You want to stay in his laws. Don't leave the truth. And if you feeling down, if you feeling like you can't do it, you need to seek counsel. You understand? The more counsel you seek, the more wisdom and understanding you get. You understand? The more ways you learn how to go about, thinking in a logical way instead of an emotional way. Your emotions is what's really gonna keep you down. Stop meditating in them negative, thoughts. It's coming from your emotions, man. And then you result into what? Heavily drinking. You result into smoking weed just because you want to feel good. You feel good by getting this wisdom and this understanding. Get some knowledge. An Israelite is supposed to be knowledgeable, man. We are supposed to be the most knowledgeable people on the face of this earth. So you are abusing your heart. You are abusing yourself if you are rejecting knowledge. You understand? You are feeding your flesh with nothing but pleasure of the world, and you are rejecting the knowledge of your power, man. Your power is the Most High God, and you supposed to be standing up and defending this truth with the brothers in the ISUPK. You are not supposed to be doing the things of this world, man. Come on, feed your heart with some wisdom and knowledge. Feed your heart with the words of this Bible, man. Feed your heart with the Lord. You understand? Because you ain't going to profit nothing. You ain't gonna profit nothing getting a lot of money in this world. But you ain't got the wisdom and understanding of your culture, of your power. You don't even know who you are. Our people don't even know who they are, but they are just so focused on getting above in this lifestyle. And they keep putting, the truth aside because they want to go ahead and, put all their time into creating their business. They want to go ahead and continue just to go ahead and mess up a little bit more in the world. They feel that they're not old enough. most Christians who followed the Christian church, when they were young, going to church every Sunday, you know, they eventually strayed away from that every Sunday going to church. And then they ended up messing up in the world. They probably ended up in strip clubs. They probably ended up in prison. They probably ended up in gangs and everything like that. And then next thing you know, as they get older, they start to hit to their 30s or 40s. They start to go right back to church. You understand? They go right back to the church that they left. And they keep putting they keep putting a bad poison on them. You understand? You left for a reason because you knew that you wasn't gaining nothing. And then you went back later on in life just to go ahead and continue to gain the same poison. You understand? And a lot of people that we come across and with teaching this truth or whatnot, they tend to do what Christians do. They say, I'm not, I ain't old enough yet. I still got some time, or they deceive themselves. They say I still got some time, and like when I'm older, I ain't ready to read the Bible yet. I'm not ready for instruction yet. I'm not ready for discipline yet. They deceive themselves. They think they know what they talking about, but you don't, man. You're not hearing the truth. You're not hearing the Lord trying to reach you. You're not hearing what's going on, and you're really abusing yourself. And we get angry. A wise man is angry in his pressure because all we need to do is gather together. But the gift destroys the heart, man. We keep on choosing what we profit in the world. You understand? We keep on going after the things in the world. We want the money, we want the wealth, we want the women. All that's going to be here. That's going to be right here. But all you need to do as a black man, get your head anointed and be a priest, man. The Lord wants you to be a priest. You understand? The Lord wants you to be a priest in his nation. We keep on choosing the gifts of the world, man. You understand? But a wise man, ISUPK, we are mad in our oppression because our people don't want to gather together. We don't want to learn our history. We're not reading in the Bible about our records. The records that is right in front of us. You can go to Barnes and Nobles and get the Most High God's knowledge right there. The Lord is so close to you, but you refuse to come and sit in class and learn how to be a brother and learn how to be a wife to your husband. You refuse it. You refuse to learn about King David. You refuse to learn about Joshua. You refuse to learn about some honorable men. You refuse to learn about Christ, how he died, not so you could continue to sin. He died so you can have a chance, man, a second chance to return to your Father in the heavens, man, to the Most High God, your power. But we want to continue to be stubborn and ignorant and defend our oppressor, defend the so-called liberty that we have in this world. Now you need to get your wisdom and understanding in this truth. The ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. This is some practical knowledge, man. It's something that you will always use in your life, man. You go into these classes, you have practical knowledge that can help you with any situation, right? You want to go into the Hebrew Academy, we train you on how to be a man, a soldier, and you're going to take that for the rest of your life. You understand? This world right here that we in, this is hell for the black man. And we need to wake up out this sleep. We need to wake up out this sleep fast. Because these are the later days, man. These are the last days. You understand? And the Lord ain't waiting on nobody. He giving you a chance. He got the ISUPK up and running. You understand? He giving you a chance. My brother's out here every Friday, every Saturday, all throughout the week teaching class. But you don't want to take heed, right? But we want to go ahead and just do our own thing. We need to come out of this sleep that we are in. We need to study together, and we need to go ahead and start praying to our Lord and repenting to our Lord. Because we are those saints, man. Not these other nations. The Lord is not dealing with these other nations. We are the saints of the Most High God. It's a lot. It's a lot. Y'all bear with me. It says, let's read it again. Ecclesiastes chapter 6 and 37. It says, let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord, and meditate continually in his commandments. And notice how it also says continually in his commandments. Christians will always say, oh, you don't have to keep all the commandments no more. You know, if you want to, you could try, but, you know, nobody can keep the commandments. You know, that's impossible. Like, it's crazy that you saying that you keep all the commandments. This is what Christians be sounding like, man. But these Christians, they don't know what's going on, man. They don't know this truth. They don't understand this Bible. They are not under command of Jimmy Yohana. You understand? They want to be under TD Jakes or whoever, Creflo Doll, whoever. They want to be under Farrakhan, but they don't come up against Commander Jenny Yohana. They ain't no match for Commander Jenny Yohana, because Commander Jenny Yohana, he follows the Most High God, and he's under Christ. You understand? He's not dealing with these other nations. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. It says, think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. And this is in red writing. This is from Christ himself. You understand? This is from Christ himself. So when it's saying, let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord, and meditate continually in his commandments, he shall establish thine heart. So what does the Lord mean by establish? What does he mean by establish? Right? Meaning establish means to achieve permanent acceptance or recognition for. You understand? You will be accepted by the Lord. You understand? The Lord will protect you because you are keeping his commandments. You're trying your best to keep his commandments at that. You understand? You're not sitting up here saying, well, you're not telling yourself, man, we ain't got to keep the commandments anymore. Let me eat this shrimp. You're not telling yourself that. We in grace period, man. I can still smoke this weed. You're not saying, oh, she bad. Whores need a man too. Whores need a man too. And you go ahead and sleep with a whore. You understand? We are not supposed to be doing that, man. The Lord has his morals for a man, and he has his morals for a woman. We need to come back to our roles as man and female. You understand? Let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord, and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thy heart and give thee wisdom and thy own desire, man. The Lord gonna give you some knowledge. All right, you gonna keep on meditating in his commandments, keep walking in his commandments. You gonna gain some honor and some knowledge, man. You're gonna gain some knowledge that this world, they don't know how to handle. You're gonna understand how to handle death. You're gonna understand how to handle, multiple wives. You're gonna understand how to engage with conversation or debates with people about this truth, man. You're gonna learn how to defend this truth when you come into the ISUPK. All right. And you got to keep everything organized in your life, man. The reason see, if you're not keeping the ordinance of the Lord, a lot of things in your life, it's going to seem overwhelming. Why? Because you're not even keeping the order that the Most High has laid out for you. You got to go ahead and just come to class, and we're going to show you how you're supposed to be walking in this life. according to the scriptures. Through these scriptures, we have hope, man. All right. You understand? Let's get Ecclesiasticus chapter 6, verse 32. All right. So what carnal things are going on around you that you can prevent from happening, man? Like, do you keep on hanging out with, with the wrong individuals, or you keep putting yourself in bad positions? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you feel comfortable, around brothers and sisters that don't have a lot of drama after them, that don't have a lot of evil walking behind them. You understand? When you feel comfortable around brothers and sisters that is living a peaceful lifestyle, that has some answer to your problems, you gotta surround yourself around that type of multitude. A lot of people they look at our videos and they learn the Bible. They learn this truth of the Bible, but they go back to the Christian church. They continue to gather with an unruly multitude. You understand? And you ain't gonna profit nothing, because what you learn in here, you supposed to stay in here. You understand? You're not supposed to leave and go back to the Christian church or go back to the ways of the world. You understand? If you learn anything in this truth, you learn that you're supposed to be a man of God. I mean, if you're a man, you're supposed to be a priest. You understand? And if you're a sister, you're supposed to be a daughter of Zion. A woman that's willing to be, submissive to her man. You understand? I'm not saying kiss his feet. I'm saying, but honor him as your husband. You know what I'm saying? Honor him as your husband. Make him feel good about being your husband. Being a leader. You know what I'm saying? Let him be your leader. Let him be your protector. Women want to go ahead and be equal all the time. They want to usurp their authority over a man. Come on now. The Lord has an order for the man and the woman. And the man's supposed to be the leader, man. We supposed to go ahead and lead our nation out this oppression. But we right now, we over here trying to fight and be equal, or try to be like a woman. You got men turning their bodies into trying to turn their bodies into a female body. And it's impossible, man. We can't give birth. You understand? We were made to be separate, and we were made to be the ones that lead our nation, protecting our nation, being a soldier. The Lord is a soldier. Let me get that real quick. The Lord is a soldier. Let me go to Exodus chapter 15. Let's go to Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. Because the Lord is a soldier, all right? We gotta really know that. We gotta know that the Lord is a soldier, and He not playing. He not playing with y'all. Like, He not playing with His sons and His daughters. He not playing with His enemies. The Lord's going to slaughter His enemies when He sends His Son to return. You understand? Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is His name. All right? The Lord is a man of war. You understand? What's war? War is like hell. If anybody's been in war or been shot at, or that's if you've been in war, war is like hell. The Lord is a man of war. He gonna give somebody hell. You understand? He's in control of that. All right. So let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 32. Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 32. Oh, in Salakia. Chapter 6, verse 32. All right. Because you should be gathering with the brothers and the sisters in the ISUPK. Walk away from that unruly multitude, man. All right. Verse 32. My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught. And if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. If thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise. Right? Stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. The Lord is giving you straight instructions right here. All right? Bow down your ear to some understanding. Right? In that Christian church, there is no understanding. The only thing that they do know is that the brothers in the ISUPK, they know the Bible. They know that, but they got some weird hope in trying to make their doctrine, whatever got going on, they're trying to keep the following that they got. Because you know why? They got you guys, they got us putting, money in their collection plate. The pastor just wants to get rich. That's what they're doing. In the sincere pastors, man, when they hear the truth, they pass over their key. Like the real ones who really care about their people, they pass their keys over to the keys of their church over to the ISUPK, man. You understand? They close their doors, man, because they know that the brothers in the ISUPK is the home of the truth, man. And the Lord is dealing with this body. It's not dealing with multiple bodies. The Lord is dealing with this body. All right? So it says, stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise, man. Being a multitude of the elders, meaning the elder that has been knowing this truth for a very long time, that has been doing this for a while, being experienced and walking in the commandments of the Most High, understanding the knowledge of this Bible. Understand? Come to a Monday class and go to a scripture breakdown class with General Muhammad. You understand? Come to the Black Watch, with Commander General Yohana and the rest of the generals, and seeing how they breaking down the stories and the articles that's going on around the world. Let you know what's going on, man. It's our news. That's the black news. You understand? Come to class, man. That's what most of this topic is about. Is that we need to get out of the streets and come into class, man, and go back to the streets and teach our people. All right. So it says, and read again, my son, if thou will, thou shalt be taught. So this is what the Lord is saying. So a lot of you ones, and this for all the ones that feel like they don't need no help. You understand? They feel like their way is cool. You understand? The Lord said you should be taught. By the elders, man. By the elders, the ones that has been doing it, the ones that has been keeping the commandments. You understand? And going against the Christian church, the Muslims, these fake Israelite groups. Come to the elders, man. The ones that's more experienced and actually, following the Lord sincerely, man. Come to the elders, right? It says, my son, if thou will, you shall be taught. If thou will apply thy mind, you shall be prudent. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. And if thou bind thine ear, thou shalt be wise. Stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape you. You should be hearing these godly discourses, man. Come into class, you should be hearing and be asking, in scripture breakdown class, break down the parables that that Christ was trying to teach the disciples in the book of Matthew. Break it, ask these questions, man. Salaki, y'all. Ask these questions. All right, we supposed to be keeping the laws of the Most High God. Precept. Salaki. Yeah, so deal with your problems by seeking counsel from the ISUPK, man. Return back to your morals that the Lord set out for us. Man. You get Proverbs chapter 11, verse 14. Bear with me, y'all. We're going to got a few more precepts. Get Proverbs chapter 11. Broke the lamp. Proverbs Let's get Proverbs 14. Yeah, Proverbs 11 and 14. It's a lot. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 14. It says, where no counsel is, the people fall. I'll read that again. It says, where no counsel is, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. All right. And this is where it is, man. Where there's no counsel, where there's no one giving, advice on how to, deal with a situation in the correct way. Where there's no counselors in the community that's helping the people understand how to logically think about a situation. We fall as a nation. You understand? But in the multitude, right? In the multitude of counselors, there is safety. You got to think about, wrap your head around a multitude of counselors. I mean, if you come in at ISUPK, you're going to see a counselor right here. You're going to see a counselor right here. You're going to see a counselor right here. Everybody's giving righteous judgment to one another. Everybody is sound-minded and speaking in the oracles of the Most High. You understand? Everybody is going to tell you the same thing. You're going to break these scriptures down the same way. You understand? And then you're going to realize that you're going to feel safer. You're going to feel safer when you come to the home of the truth. Why? Because nobody is trying to, nobody's trying to benefit from you. You understand? You're going to get the counsel, and you're going to learn how to, better your life. And you're going to start to feel more comfortable, man. Let me read it again. It says, where no counsel is, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. You understand? It's good to seek counsel before making a judgment, right? And where one person don't pick up, man, you got a contact list of other brothers, that could pick up the phone for you. There's a multitude of counselors. You understand? You gotta come to the home of truth to have a brotherhood where, you know what I'm saying, you could rely on. You could rely on this brotherhood. You ain't gotta have no fear in your heart. Why? Because you have safety. You ain't gotta worry about nobody lying to you. Why? Because everybody, is keeping the commandments of the Most High. You understand? And what's the commandments? Let's get that. Let's get what the commandments is. Right? 1 John chapter 5, verse 3. So let's start at verse 2. It says, by this we know that we love the children of God. So this is how you know we love one another, right? This is how you know that the ISUPK loves our people, right? It says, when we love God and keep his commandments. So we love our people. How do you know that we love our people? We keep our commandments, right? We keep the commandments of the Most High God. We out there teaching our people to keep the commandments. Verse 3, for this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. So that's what the love is. That's what the love of God is, keeping his commandments, man. So when you come into a multitude of counselors, right, all the brothers in the ISUPK is keeping the commandments of the Most High God. So there's safety in that. You won't fear asking advice. You won't fear asking an advice from a brother in the ISUPK, man. And if one brother don't pick up, you got another brother that can pick up. If that brother don't pick up, got another brother you can call. We are all over the place. We nationwide. All right. We got brothers in California all the way to the East Coast, to Mexico, to the UK, to Brazil. We all over. You understand? Puerto Rico. We all over. Building up Mexico. You gonna find somebody to talk to. You understand? The ISUPK is like a hotline for all the problems in the world. You understand? You could call the brotherhood. We're gonna answer. Somebody gonna pick up. All right. And that's your safety, man. Our communities don't have nothing that's securing our people other than the ISUPK. All right, and what we're trying to do is you're trying to build up schools all over. So, our brothers and sisters have a green zone. You know what I mean? Like a safe haven to come to. Your sons and your daughters have a safe haven to come to. You understand? Got a multitude of counselors that they could come to. You understand? It's a safe haven. All right. Get another scripture. Okay. So let me get a precept for this. It's Proverbs chapter 11. Right. Let's go back to Proverbs 11 and 14. Proverbs 11 and 14. It says, where no counsel is, the people fall, but in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. All right, let's go to precept for that. It's Exodus. Let's get a precept for that, all right? Goes back to Torah. Goes back to the books of Moses. Exodus 19. In verse 5. Exodus 19 and verse 5. It says, now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, that ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for the earth is mine. Verse 6. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. You understand? Let's read this again, right? It says, now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, meaning a special people, right? Above all people, right? For all the earth is mine, and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests. And this is what the Lord requires of us men. He said he want his sons to be a kingdom of priests. You understand? You're not supposed to be out here gang banging. You're not supposed to be thinking that you're in a mob or any of that. You understand? You're supposed to be a priest. God's chosen people is supposed to be a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. Word holy means to be separate. We're supposed to be a holy nation, a separate nation. We're not supposed to be mixing with other nations, marrying our kids off to other nations. We're not supposed to be doing that. We're not supposed to keep the customs of the other nations. You understand? We're not supposed to be doing these things, right? These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. And he didn't talk about no other nation. He said the children of Israel. The Lord is speaking only to the children of Israel, man. Let me give you another precept. Let's go to Psalms. And that we are here in the Old Testament. And you should read the Old Testament because like we read in Romans chapter 15, verse 4, things that are written aforetime are written for our learning. All right, let's go to Psalms 147, verse 19. It says, he showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Verse 20, he have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Most High God, Yahweh. You understand? The Lord is only dealing with the nation of Israel. All right? Appreciate it. So, getting back to the topic of getting the counsel from the UPK, so go to Deuteronomy. You understand? Because Moses knew that we was going to go off, and, Moses knew that we was going to go off and forsake the Most High again. He knew that we was going to do that. All right? Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 28. It says, "For they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them." Verse 29, "Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they will consider their later end." You understand? So Moses is saying we are a nation that's void of counsel. And that's us right now, man. We are void of counsel. We don't want to, we want to live a lawless lifestyle. We're void of counsel, man. We're not seeking no advice. We're not seeking no discipline, no instruction. You understand? We're void of counsel. We're not going to the elders with wisdom and understanding and, asking them questions about, actions that we are committing. And, we're just not seeking counsel. We're not seeking to have the knowledge of the Lord. We don't want to be taught. You understand? We want to be taught worldly things. We get counsel from the other nations, but you're not wise by doing that. Wisdom is of the Lord, man. Wisdom was and consciousness was given by the Lord. Knowledge is the Lord. Now here in the ISUPK, we have that practical knowledge, man. You understand? And I'm gonna close out with that. It's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Jenny Yohana. We are not affiliated with no other Israelite group. We are not affiliated with no Christians, none of that. You understand? This is the home of the truth. You understand? With that being said, make sure you pay your tithes. Pay your tithes. You understand? That is a law. Keep the commandments, man. Pay your tithes. You understand? Share these videos, like and subscribe, man. And with that being said, Shalom, Israel.